Hey everybody, I hope you're good. Say, I just wanted to hop on here and chat with you about something that is kind of an interesting subject, which is death. Oh my gosh, it's so scary. Like a death is very final, and we've had a lot of deaths with COVID and just in general, a lot of people leaving our planet right now. And I'm just kind of curious, like, what you all think about it. My thoughts have evolved and changed. When I was younger and I was raised in a religion, I very adamantly believed what the religion believed, which was you would die, and if you were a good person, you would at some point go to be with God. Like I said, my thoughts about this have evolved, and I'm curious, kind of like where everyone else is, because it's just such an interesting and multi-layered question. Now I believe that we return to source when we pass, but we change form. I was taught that our bodies go, and I think other religions are different than this, that our bodies go and they go to heaven with God. And I understand that thinking, and I honor that thinking, and I think that that is really significant for people who believe that. But as I said, I've changed that now, and now what I think is that we just change form. Our soul leaves our body because obviously our bodies kind of like are a machine. They have a time limit, like a car kind of like rusts out, or they only really last so long. Our bodies really are only meant to last so long. And so what happens to us? So I believe, now that we return to our original form, which is energy, and we do go to where we are from, our energy signature, wherever we were formed from. And I am a person who believes that if our lessons are not learned, we actually come back again. I know, it's really weird. Some people call it reincarnation. And then we come back and we learn our new karmic lessons and such. And, but I also want to talk about like the death of relationships, the death of, just grief in general. Like death can signify more than just a finality. It also can be a beginning of something new. It can be the beginning of when something ends, something new comes from that. Like winter, plants die and then they're reborn. So they kind of go through the death process. It really reminds me too of, I learned a long time ago that like when caterpillars go into their cocoon, they actually like pretty much die before they're reborn as a butterfly. They completely change their molecular structure. It's pretty fascinating. It's actually kind of, in my mind, a miracle. And if we use that and apply that same principle to things that happen or endings of things in our lives, it kind of takes the fear out of it. Now, I know for a lot of us left behind when someone passes away, and we've had a lot of death with COVID and such, it's a shock, to say the least. And it's very final because that person or that being or whatever is no longer in the same form they were. But if we can lean into, okay, well, death is just simple, like I'm seeing a circle, in the circle of life, not to quote the Lion King, but kind of, yeah, that it's just a change. And for me, that helps negate some of the fear of it, because it doesn't cease to exist. I believe it was Albert Einstein who even said something like, energy doesn't ever cease to exist. It exists. It just changes form. And so, yeah, it just really kind of fascinates me, and I'm really curious what you guys think. If you guys are on this whole kind of wavelength that I'm on, or if you have different thoughts about it, you should share in the comments. I love this sort of conversation. It just like, yeah, because everyone is so different what they believe, and I think everyone is entitled to their belief system, and for them, their belief systems make sense. My belief systems make sense to me, but they may not make sense to you. But I really, really enjoy and appreciate everyone's perspectives because mine has evolved. It's changed due to just life events, experiences. And so, yeah, just thought I would come on here and share a little bit about the touchy subject of death. And um, feel free to message me if you with your thoughts and ideas. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.